Hey everyone, and welcome to Cozying Up with a Clear Cut, where we get up close and personal with women that inspire us. This week, we're cozying up with Danielle and Alix, a celebrity styling duo specializing in styling red carpets and events, street style moments, and brand campaigns for VIP clientele. We chat all things style, bridal outfit ideas, and their favorite jewelry trends. Hey everyone, and welcome to Cozying Up with the Clear Cut, where we get up close and personal with women that inspire us. Today, I'm so excited to sit down with Danielle and Ali, the celebrity styling duo. You've probably seen their work everywhere these days. Thank you so much for joining us today.
So excited to be here. Thank you for having us.
So I'd love to learn a little bit more about, you guys are so young, and I see every single celebrity, every single influencer is styled by you guys. How did you, meet, come together, and, build this amazing business?
Yeah, I think this is our love story that Ali likes to tell.
That's how we call it. So Danielle actually hired me way back when. We met working in celebrity relations at Carla Otto, which is a global fashion PR agency that you're probably familiar with.
I interned in college at KCD, so it was kind of similar.
They were in our building.
Yeah, some friendly competition.
Yeah.
Danielle kind of took me under her wing. It was really just the two of us and our boss at the time, who we love and adored. And we were kind of thrown right into running red carpet events and New York Fashion Week events and running the showroom. And kind of our job was to place brands onto celebrities. And we'd work with celebrity stylists all the time. And when we were exposed to that, we kind of we're scratching our heads. We're like, oh, that's kind of something we're interested in. And then kind of naturally, VIPs and celebrities would start coming into the showroom and kind of being like, can we style together? And we're like, sure. And it kind of just naturally ended up being
Evolving,
that we became stylists.
Yes, that is our love story.
So how did you get your first clients, and kind of, how did it grow from there? Was it lots of word of mouth, or did you have connections to the designers through your PR background?
I think it's a mix of everything from our time in the agency world. That's where we kind of met our first celebrity influencer and really grew our network.
Who was your first celebrity or influencer that you styled?
Apart from anything agency related on our own, we ended up booking Kelsey Merritt, who at the time was very well known from Victoria's Secret. And we were so excited about that. And we styled her for New York Fashion Week event.
It was a Bulgari event. It was for Daily Front Row Awards or a carpet. That was kind of an independent project that we took on while still working in the corporate world. And that's when it all kind of began.
And going even further back, before you guys even worked in PR, what sparked your interest in fashion early on? Was that something that you always knew you wanted to work in?
I definitely always knew I wanted to work in fashion. I should have went to FIT. I didn't, because I was I want to go find all the boys and go get a college experience. But always knew I wanted to be in fashion. I went to Loyola University in Baltimore, realized that there was nothing to do there, no internship. So I started a fashion program, which is so crazy because Ali will talk more on this, but she really started a fashion program. And that was it. And just couldn't wait to get back to New York City. Couldn't wait to get my hands in an internship. I think I applied to every single company under the sun until my first internship, which was at Purple PR.
And kind of similar. Also grew up outside of the city, so it was kind of always in and out doing small modeling gigs and around the industry. So I knew it was something I wanted to participate in. And my mom worked in fashion, so it was something I always kind of just grew up around and had a knack for.
What did she do?
She was a buyer back in the day for brands at Anne Klein and Robert Comstock. I don't even think those brands exist anymore. But definitely my fashion inspo. And then I went to the University of Michigan, which also, like Danielle said, had no formal fashion program, but I had a long family lineage who went there. I was always destined to go there. So while I was there, I started a program called the Michigan Fashion Media Summit, which is now in its 6th year. I'm going back in a few weeks, and I'm now working with the university on really building out a formal program. We've had Diane von Furstenberg come speak before. Rachel Zoe's participated. So that's kind of been how we still stay connected to students and find interns, and still very well involved.
Awesome. So what is like a normal day in the life as a celebrity stylist? Can you, because it sounds very, very glamorous, but I'm sure there's like a lot of unglamorous things that go on.
And I think that is the big like
Misconception.
Exactly. We are like in sweatpants every single day, running around like crazy. I mean, every day is different. While we prep for fittings, you know, we're just in our office, we're doing emails, we're doing our business work. And then the more glamorous days would be when you have a fitting and the client comes in and we try on all the looks that we've been pulling. And then fast forward to their, like, let's say carpet day, where they're doing glam and we're in their hotel and we're getting them dressed and putting on like the final jewelry pieces. That's a little bit more of the glam that people see.
Yeah, you can usually catch us behind the scenes putting like a necklace on someone or an earring, or it's always funny when we have new interns or assistants come in and their first day, they're come in like such a cute outfit and heels, and we're like in our gym clothes. We're like, it's a very casual office environment. But yeah, we usually say it's like 90% the unglamorous side and more like the work and the hustle, and that's like our day to day, and then the 10% is more like on set or with clients, or that more glamorous side that you see on social media.
And schlepping suitcases around Manhattan if you see
always
us.
The bag lady.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm sure. And I think probably a lot of your job is like the relationships, like building relationships with your clients, but also with like all of the designers and brands that you work with. Like, what are some ways that, you know, you've been successful at getting clients and also being able to have like such great brands to work with as well?
I think that is the key to our business. And that is going to be like, give us longevity, is relationship. And I think that goes for the entire fashion industry as a whole. You know, we have that great brand relationships from our time in PR, and our number one priority is our client relationships. You know, we want them to always be number one, whatever they need, put them first. And that really just, you know, develops your relationship on and on and on, that you have clients long term and they trust us, they feel safe. You know, we can really build on ideas together and do like custom work and kind of all over the map.
Yeah, once you get to that more like friendship level, that's when you can kind of start to explore. And then within the industry, it's kind of interesting that you realize everyone's so interconnected and we all grow together. Our old assistant now works in VIP at Purple PR, and then people we used to work with at Carla Otto are now in-house at Prada and YSL. So just having like always maintaining positive relationships has always been crucial to us, and having like a positive reputation in the industry.
And when do you guys start working together, like officially, and start styling together?
We love this question because we always get
it's a different answer every time.
We met in 2018, and really since we met, we have always been doing projects on the side. I mean, we were always in corporate for a long time. It took years for us to finally take the jump and start our own business. But through the years, I mean, when we've had downtime, and if a friend reached out or a client, you know, we would do it on the side, which goes into just juggling our corporate life and our business.
Yes.
I would say officially it was around COVID when we really launched and had enough time to explore, you know, what our business strategy could look like.
Yeah, and we've always worked so intimately, even at Carla Otto. I think our desk was like
how we sit right now.
Yeah, couldn't be bigger than this couch. And the team was really, like I said earlier, just the two of us. So we learned really quickly that A, we connected and worked well together, and B, we learned how to work together. And that really hasn't changed since.
I think it's pretty crazy that you guys launched a styling business during COVID when everyone was just like locked inside. So can you like tell me how that kind of worked?
I think it's like so fitting to our story because we are a little bit crazy and untraditional. Allie will say, I would say crazy, but yeah, we launched our business when the fashion industry shut down.
Yeah.
But really it brought us,
like, were people like needing outfits?
We kind of caught that like new wave of that TikTok girl, that social media star that was all like all the rave at the time, and we kind of saw an opportunity there that, hey, that people are looking at what they're wearing at such crazy rates, and we, got interest from brands to put outfits on. Our first major TikTok girl was Ellie Zealer at the time, when she was really taking off, and we were working virtually and doing virtual fittings and sending stuff from warehouses and operating in that capacity, which is untraditional from our normal styling day to day. So yeah, just launching during COVID gave us a whole new perspective on how our business would operate.
That's insane. And so that was like very recently. So you guys have really skyrocketed in your success. You guys made Forbes 30 Under 30 this year. Congratulations for styling. Do you have any advice for like young women that might be looking at you all and wanting to break into the industry or go off on their own? Like any tips?
Oh, I feel like we have so much advice, and we love like helping the younger girls, because I think we did both have a hard time breaking into the industry. And then
it's hard. The fashion
we didn't
industry.
even know. I didn't know styling was even a career path you could take. Especially, I don't think Danielle did either when we were at schools that didn't have programs or any support around that.
Yeah, and I think the industry for us, we can just kind of relate to our story. We were always told no. We always knew there was something that we wanted to build together, and I feel like a lot of, in the corporate world at least, it was kind of like shunned upon, or like you were put in a box that you can't, oh, this is not how the industry does it, so you can't do it this way. And I think that for a while we were caught up in it, and until you realize if you have like an idea and you believe in it and it makes sense, like you can get there.
Yeah, I mean, we started an Instagram account before like TikTok or anything was a thing when we were at Carla Auto, called There With Us. And it was to show the behind the scenes of the PR world and show that like what that PR girl does. And immediately it was shut down by our boss at the time, because it wasn't a thing to do like get readies with me or show behind the scenes of a day, which is now very much a thing. But you kind of just learn that when you're at that assistant level, you kind of do have to pay your due diligence at some capacity. And looking back, we learned so much from our prior bosses that at the time we're like, we're ready to take off and launch our own business. But so now we do have some appreciation, but we've learned how to balance, like when we do have an assistant who wants to learn and grow, how to like nurture them, but also teach them what it's like to build from the bottom up. So it's a balancing act.
And I think it doesn't happen overnight. Like, we've been at this for a while now. I mean, every day we've like sacrificed holidays and trips and social life and everything you could think of. It really does take a lot of hard work. And, there was a time when we were in corporate where we were working at 8 a.m. and we would come home and we'd work to 2 a.m.
Our work day would begin at 6 p.m. from 2 a.m. And
so you kind of you do what you have to do and you figure out your path and what kind of will work for you.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Yes.
We've figured that out. That's like been our mantra for sure.
I love that. What are 3 like styling tips or tricks that you think everyone should know if you're like, hey, I don't know how to put myself together?
Yeah, I think it's hard, and the industry is so oversaturated, right? There's so many different trends. There's so many, it changes almost like overnight. Something that we really do is we stick to the basics. We stick to what we feel most comfortable in. That way, when you are like stumped, you have that time to just kind of go back to your oversized blazer or your layers or your cargo pants.
Yeah, we love a closet cleanse like every
I need a closet cleanse right
at
now.
least once a month. And
once a month.
Yeah, I feel like we're donating things or reworking things just because we always go back to the same pieces. But yeah, it's also taken us time to establish our personal styles, but now like we really focus on what makes us feel comfortable, like Danielle said, and like getting inspiration. Just in New York City, we went to like a super cool vintage shop the other day and like really found things that spoke to us. So just like taking time to figure out your personal style.
How do you guys describe your personal style?
I feel like are very similar. I don't know if that's because we just spend so much time together.
Morphed into one person.
But we love like a tomboy aesthetic. We like to say kind of playing with that men's tailoring component, oversized layers, sneakers, like really just like anything that has to do with being comfortable.
Yeah, and I think because we're around so much newness all the time, we're always getting new pieces in. Like I always, then when I'm getting dressed, go for like my vintage pieces just because it's different and can't be replicated and feels a little bit more authentic. So yeah.
When you have a client, like, do you style from your personal style or do you style for their personal style and then like put in your like own flair?
It's definitely a collaborative effort. Our goal as stylists, right, is to make our client feel the most like themselves, and whether that's enhancing that or elevating that. But usually, you know, we'll have a meeting with the client. What is your goal? Like, what do you see for yourself? What do you need help with? We definitely have clients that are girly and love like the mini dresses and the heels. Then we have clients who are more on the sexy side. Then we have clients who are more tomboy and comfy. I mean, it's really a mix. And that's, I think, the essence of styling is focusing and seeing what you can do for each client.
Yeah, definitely the goal is elevation. Like always, like introducing, especially this like new age TikTok kind of girl who's more prone to maybe lower scale brands, like introducing them to like luxury or just like more individualized pieces is something we focus on also.
Hey everyone, Olivia here. Hope you're enjoying our episode. Our Clear Cut collection features fine jewelry pieces inspired and designed with you in mind. Our collection is ever changing and each piece is handmade and made to order here in New York City. Don't forget to check it out and use the code COZY, COZY, for free shipping on any purchase.
So we're going to play a fun jewelry game where I'll show you different engagement rings of different styles, and you guys tell me what kind of girl wears this ring, what's her personal style. Okay. So the first one we'll start with, this is a 5-carat emerald cut. It's set in platinum with tapered baguette side stones.
Let's see.
Wow. Yes.
She's classy.
She's
even
classy.
the right hand.
Yes.
Yes, the left hand's the right hand.
I mean, this is honestly like my favorite
cut.
ring.
The emerald cut. It's really elegant because it has the like step cuts, so it's kind of like understated, not so sparkly, but it has like that geometric look as well.
No, this is definitely like my go-to. I mean, I can't help without thinking about myself and my style when I think of like
this
who would
ring.
wear
This
it.
is your ring.
This ring looks similar to what Sophia Richie has, who's a major style inspo and love her whole aesthetic. So she's kind of that like very classy, chic girl. We'll put in a little spice here and there, but
Yeah, I feel like it's cool.
Wanna try it on?
Yeah, I do. Hand it over. No, it's so cool.
Yeah,
I
Sophia
mean,
Richie has this cut. I think she has it on a plain platinum band
Yes.
without the side stones.
exactly.
No, it's so stunning. And I
Yeah.
feel like the focus is right there. There's not like craziness around it. So I feel like it's just like such a cool.
She's a clean cut girl.
She's a city girl.
She's a city girl.
Okay. Love that.
Do I have to give it back?
You can hold on to it for now if you want.
We might get confused. Okay.
Okay, the next one is going to be a 5-carat oval on a simple gold solitaire band.
I love gold. Like I love a gold band.
Well, this
Yeah.
looks very similar to Hailey Bieber's ring.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's kind of who she embodies. Kind of funky.
How do you describe her? Yeah.
Probably, I feel like this ring could go with everything. Like it's almost like, and I feel like Hailey has so many different personalities through her style. So it really just is like, goes with everything.
Do most people that you
It's
style
so big. and pretty.
like reference her style?
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Yes.
I just want to do the Hailey Bieber, but we feel that she's our muse for sure.
For like nails and stuff, because we do like a lot of that content for like weddings. And everyone is obsessed with her.
yeah.
The chrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have like my hands tattooed, honestly, probably because of her.
Well, it is funny how, from like a styling perspective, especially when you are a bride, the manicure is essential with the ring.
essential.
Or soon to,
Yeah, we're gonna call her the Bieber ring.
yes.
Love that. Okay, this one is a little different. This is an antique style ring featuring a marquee diamond and sapphires.
Okay, this is very
A
different.
little curveball.
This one fits.
Wow. I am just feeling like this girl is too cool for anyone. Like,
she's a Brooklyn girl.
She's just cool. Like, this is like her ring. It means something special to her. It has some like, I mean, yeah, she's a thrifter.
Yeah, probably like more of like an old soul kind of girl. Wears like cardigans and loafers.
This is giving you cardigan and loafers.
It is.
Very timeless and classy. I'm seeing like someone who is
She's an old soul.
Very elevated, and
She doesn't want what everyone else has.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Okay, last but not least, we have a 8-carat elongated cushion cut on a pave diamond band.
Wow. I would like to retract my statement and say this is my ring.
Yes.
No, this is for like, I don't want to say diva.
I was gonna say extra.
Like, yeah, like you're going for it. I mean, this is stunning. And I think you're definitely maybe a girly girl at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You love a dress.
A bag collection to go with her.
This is
and a
so
shoe collection.
pretty.
Yes.
So sparkly too.
Yes. So this one has like the brilliant cut faceting, different than the emerald cut. So it's definitely going to be like sparklier, and obviously the diamonds on the band give it like something extra.
No,
to it.
she's a girly girl. She loves sparkle and color and high heels.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much for playing.
It was fun.
No, yeah. Could do this all day.
Yeah. Staying on the topic of jewelry just for a sec. Obviously that's part and kind of finishes every outfit. Do you have any like jewelry styling tips that you give to your clients, or like do's and don'ts for your outfits?
I think jewelry really can make or break a look. It's super important. I always gravitate towards a lot of rings. But I also think just having, that timeless like tennis bracelet, a stack on the wrist, I mean, that you can wear every day, that can be taken into more special occasions. I think those are like, I couldn't go without.
I'm always one, as I'm wearing today, to opt for a gold hoop. I feel like that can also elevate any outfit. Literally, if you're wearing a workout outfit, you could still look like cute with your hair slicked back. But yeah, in terms of clients, we literally are like, it can never be too sparkly. Adding like layered tennis necklaces or tennis bracelets just only can elevate an outfit.
Do you have like rules? Because I know a lot of like brides that I work with will be like, well, if I'm wearing like a high neck, I'll do earrings, no like necklace. Or if I'm wearing like big earrings, I can't wear a necklace because it's going to clash. Like, are there any like just basic tips like that?
I definitely think we do jewelry as the last step. We see the full outfit. If the neck is open, we usually like to add a necklace. Obviously with sleeves, we will probably stay away from bracelets, anything hidden. But I think our staples is always an earring, always a ring. Necklines are tricky. We love a choker. I feel like that is like a good fix when a neckline is high or low. But yeah, love layering. It really depends on the specific outfit.
I feel like completely naked if I don't wear earrings like every day. I'm like, 100%. Oh my God.
We've done one carpet look with no earrings.
It was Elsa Hosk inspired.
Yes.
Nice.
But it was cool.
We liked it.
Do you have any like go-to looks for brides? Now brides have like a million occasions that they need to dress for.
So many.
Bridal party, like bachelorette.
We love a
after
bridal
party.
fitting.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask me, and I'm like, I don't know, I got married once. I have some idea, but what are your guys' advice for dressing for all the bridal occasions?
Yeah, I feel like it's such a fun time, and like a bride can go so many different ways. We have worked with brides. I do think it's a cool opportunity to bring on a stylist, just because there are so many bridal brands. There are so many like accessory brands that are just...
And you have a closet full of white things that you need to get.
Yeah.
And it depends. Like, we've done brides who are getting married in Mexico or Italy. Like, depending on your location, there are different brands that make sense. But it's such a fun time and industry. I mean, we've styled brides who have done like a red dress or just something so unexpected, or like we did like a Gucci garden theme.
I love that.
I think it's also a fun time to go a little bit outside of your comfort zone, especially, and also making each event you have different. Like maybe for your bridal shower, doing a suit, for your bachelorette, going more girly depending on the location. So kind of embodying different types of bride throughout your journey is something fun to explore. You might find something you didn't like know you'd opt for.
Half the time when we do a fitting with the bride, they come in being like, mermaid line, and then they leave in something completely different and unexpected. I think the best advice is like, you should feel your most beautiful, your most comfortable. You don't want to be worrying about what you're wearing that week.
Bring a pair of backup shoes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I was like, number one regret was like wearing a fresh pair of shoes and
Break them in a little bit.
I was like, oh my God, if I could do that all over again, I would just wear comfortable shoes the whole time. So what do you guys see for your professional future in the next like 5-10 years? Like, what are your goals and aspirations?
We have a lot of goals. I think within this year, some big exciting things are happening. For the next month or so, we're going to head down to Miami and have a grasp on some clients down there. We're going to officially be opening up an LA office.
Wow.
Yes, definitely so much opportunity out there in terms of the talent and girls that we go after. So we're excited to be full-time there rather than traveling back and forth all the time.
You guys are going to move to LA?
I'm going to go to LA. Yeah. Danielle's going to stay in New York. So we're going to be bi-coastal and actually take advantage of there being two of us. I think that's like a big focus of the year. Being two places in once is kind of our power.
And we'll go. I'll be there too. We'll always be together.
Yes. Yeah, those are kind of really the exciting updates for the year. Just really focusing on elevating and finding new clients to work with and
building our brand.
Yes. We have lots of ideas of different directions we want our brand to go in, and also some like physical products we want to build out. So that's definitely in the pipeline.
Amazing. Love it so much. I can't wait to follow along. Where can people follow you guys?
Yeah. We are just at Danielle and Alix, Alix, on Instagram and now TikTok, if you want to see some behind the scenes.
Yes,
and
yes, definitely.
We jumped on the TikTok wagon. Allie had to like teach me.
Yes.
Still very confused, but I'm working on my TikToking skills.
Yeah, it's a whole different animal.
But so fun and so addicting.
It's my favorite, and I'm just like, well, I'm doing work, right? I'm doing market research.
Yes. Love it.
Just scrolling for 3 hours and then look up.
Yeah. I have to like stop myself and 3 a.m. I'm like, oh.
Enough research.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. This was so much fun. And yeah, can't wait to follow along in your journey.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I love their tips and tricks for styling. What kind of bridal looks would you guys do?